everyone. Back in your lives, in your ears, and in your face. Welcome to another episode of papagshouse. I think it's episode 89 or something to that effect. Feeling good? Actually not. I'm lying. Dude, Art, I'm lying straight off the bat, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But your boy is struggling today, ladies and gentlemen. I took full advantage of my youth day, as I'm sure a lot of you guys. Hi from Germany, sweet. That's amazing. Didn't expect that. That's awesome. So that threw me off. How did I mention Germany and then all of a sudden Germany pops up? That's crazy. Thank you for tuning in from Germany. That's incredible. You guys are awesome. Where was I even going with that? Yeah, I took full advantage of my youth days. I'm sure a lot of people did. Basically a last hurrah. I mean, obviously Cyril had a family meeting on Tuesday night, and this morning I woke up, and I don't want to start on a somber note and a negative note, but it's the gift that keeps on giving in this world that we live in today. Is we have gone back into lockdown level 3, and Joburg is not doing so well in terms of the numbers, and Cape Town spiked big, or the Western Cape has spiked pretty badly as well. So it's just beginning our third wave, I suppose, and it is what it is, guys. So I just urge everybody to stay safe out there. A little bit of sacrifice in terms of socializing and all that kind of stuff will go a long way. Because shit, man, I don't want to go through a fourth wave and all that kind of stuff. I know the vaccines are a little bit slow, but it is what it is. So just everybody stay safe out there. And, what better to do on a Thursday night than listen to papagshouse podcast, yeah? So, we've got a fun show lined up today. We should hopefully have Brendon of Fear of Falling coming into the show tonight. We yet to see him, but we're going to pop a couple of messages on and hopefully we can get them on. But the man that used to be in the chat, the man who is now on the desk, our trusty producer, Artur Carlos Pereira. What's up, my dude? How are you?
Yeah, level 3, bro. What can you say?
Yeah, for sure. And also, we had a bit of a level 3 meltdown before the show started because somehow my camera didn't want to work. The main camera,
man. Weirdest thing. It just went fuzzy and went more fuzzy and went more fuzzy.
Yeah, and it got progressively worse like the closer the show got. So poor Art, I mean, obviously he makes his own videos. Also, wait, before we start that, go check out Art's Not Dead on YouTube, dude. You need to do more videos, bro. Your videos with
Kevin
VOL and all those dudes, it was so cool, dude. Like what a luck. So I urge everybody to go. They do a listen through of VOL's award-winning
international award
winner, and I learned a couple of things in that video myself that the whole VOL and international award winner was based off Black Label.
Yeah, dude, I remember when
Carling Black Label, that is Zamalek.
When we started the band, we had like a jam, and we were in Lakeside. There was this bar above the spa there, and we wanted to figure out a name, and we were discussing like maybe we should get like a middle name, or maybe we should. At one point, we were like, maybe we should take Fuck Off Politica's approach and have like a controversial name, and then
like Hello Ambulance.
Yeah, well, Jonathan goes like, yeah, let's do something that's controversial, get people talking, like Jesus Christ rape, and we were like, Jesus, no. And then like you're
gonna get us kicked off fucking YouTube, bro.
Yeah, and then we had like we were drinking Black Label, and on the bottle on the can, like Kevin was looking at it and he was checking, it said volume 5.3%, and then he goes like, what about VOL, like just like on the thing? And then we're like, yeah, cool, let's do that. And then when we were gonna start the album, we were trying to come up with a name, and Kevin looked at the can again, and on the can it says
VOL volume 5.5.
No, it says international award winner on the can.
Oh, yeah,
so we go, cool, that's going to be the name of the album. And our second album that we wanted to do, we were going to call it More Refreshment, More Reward. So everything
every slogan that Black Label has.
Yeah.
That's so cool. But is the VOL in terms of the volume of alcohol?
Yes.
That's just, why did VOL stop making music, bro? That's what I want to ask, because you guys were like literally, obviously I didn't join the music scene until quite late down the line, and I was lucky enough to meet you guys, and I was introduced to some epic tunes and vibes. I mean, we talk about this all the time. Every single time we come on the show, I always talk about Art and his blue cap. Remember that first time I saw you guys play at Mercury? I mean, dude, you guys, I mean, you guys are all such good friends still. You, Jonathan, Migs, and Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, we still good mates. We still good enemies as well.
Yeah, but you love to hate each other and hate to love each other.
Yeah,
and
I mean, it's always been tough for us to like come up with shit. Purely because everyone is so, I say, not persuasive, but everyone's got a very distinct personality.
Yeah.
And to try and capture that as all four playing a singular thing, it's always difficult. So you always have someone wanting to do this or do that. And I mean, like the first couple of times we practiced, we wrote like 5 or so songs. It was just like whatever goes. And we just did whatever. And that's why it sounded like a System of a Down and Faith No More kind of thing. It was just like whatever we wanted to do, we did it. But then it got to the point where, like that sounds very starter band level, and you want to start progressing, and then you start thinking more about what you want, and then you start thinking, I don't like this riff, I don't want to pursue it any further, instead of like wanting to just hash it out because the others just want to do it. But yeah, it was always difficult to write songs. I mean,
but why not also be less brutal on the feedback? Like
we put our emotions on our sleeve. Like.
But aren't we too old for that shit now?
Yeah, way too old. I mean, like we would have like a blowout, and then the next day is fine. It's like a family kind of thing. But it really took us, after we released the first CD, or our only CD. We only wrote in the remaining 7 years after that, we only wrote like 4 other songs. So it was a very slow process.
Yeah, I know for sure. I mean, but I still, I mean, like, I like the fact that you guys still keep the flame going by doing the videos and, reminiscing about the old times and stuff. I mean, I guess you're a content creator, so that's just shit's just fun for you.
Yeah, because like, you see all these videos where they have audio commentary about a movie or a commercial. I haven't seen anybody do that with an album that they've released.
Yeah.
So I was like, Kevin, I want to do a commentary track to our CD, and he goes like, oh, okay, cool. When do you want to do it? And he said like, should we prepare? It's like, no preparing. And then Jonathan was like, well, we have to drink first. So we drank first, and then
cardinal rule, dude. Number one rule.
Really, really funny.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Speaking of which, we need to we'll get into that, but. Want to just note one thing. I'm fully local today, brother. I'm supporting Brochella today. Shout out Mikey P, Mike Pocock, and the team. I'm sure everybody's hearing my plosives in the mic, because I tend to, my plosives get quite violent. They get violent in my ears.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Indian Miner, go check out their merch. There we go. Here we go. Check out Indian Miner, Brochella, some really quality events and quality music. We need to catch up with Mike Pocock soon, bro. I miss that guy. He's been rather quiet because, I mean, he's been so busy working, doing his things with Red Bull, but also it sucks that he can't do what he loves by putting on shows, Yeah. And I speak for everybody, including the guys at Turning Tricks and all the other Jam Pack Productions. But specifically, have you seen that new video that Pat put out for Metal for Africa?
No.
So I haven't gone into the details. I had a bit of a rough day. It was one of the things I wanted to get to, but it's quite a lengthy video, bro. But
Is it? So
yeah,
see if I can find it and share.
No, it's metaphorafrica on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why I sound like Eastern European all of a sudden. Yeah. But Art, we are not. I would be remiss if we didn't introduce our first segment, which is something we like to call Beer of the Week. All right. So it was my turn to get beer of the week this week.
Yes, what did you get us?
Last week you got us. You first got us Mr. Brownstone from Woodstock Brewery.
Yeah, that was last week.
That was last week. I mean, no, and then you got us the. And you know what? We should do a game. This is a new game that we should play for beer of the week. Is we should try and remember in order the beers that we got. So the first one was. It was
something you
float like a butterfly, sting like a Belgian white bay.
honey ale.
Honey ale, Belgian honey ale.
Yeah.
The second one was Castle Light. Remember, there was the one show we didn't have. And then the third show, it was Mr. Brownstone by Woodstock Brewery. And today it was my choice.
Yes.
And, you know, my philosophy, you can share your philosophy when choosing these beers. I just look at the most attractive can.
That's what I did, bro.
Okay.
That's what I did.
Okay, I like it. So what we went with this week is Watermelon Sour High. I'm pretty sure that this is newer than the Harry Styles song. Watermelon Sugar High.
And this is also from the Kennel Brewery.
Yeah, so it's the Kennel Brewery, established 2014. 4.2% alcohol, which I was quite like. I was like, it's not 4%, it's not 4.5, it's 4.2.
Brewed with malted barley, water, Columbus hops, Philly sour yeast, wheat, and fresh watermelon. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. And then also,
Okay.
I've got a very interesting message on mine. Mine says, don't drink and drive, rather take your dog for a walk.
Yeah, mine says the same thing.
Okay, let's go. There we go.
Okay, first the aroma.
Do the smell test.
Smells
That's
like
very
ass.
odd.
Smells like
Yeah,
ass.
very odd.
Ooh,
Whoa.
I don't like this. Oh my god, I don't like this.
Oh my God.
Oy.
Wait.
Ah.
I did spray these down with sanitizer. I don't think that's it.
Oh, no.
Dude, that tastes like olive. Doesn't it taste like olive to you? Yeah, that's a fat no from me. That is a 0.5 on the Mike Cubic scale.
We can't go 0. Hey, are we gonna make this rule? We can't go 0. Or can
Okay,
we
well, if we go 0, we go point something. Like
Okay.
you can't give it a 0
okay, well let's okay.
because someone might like it.
I'm actually gonna go full 0. I think this is this is disgusting. It's like
I don't get the watermelon in it at all,
No, you know what it is. Oh my god.
and it's sour.
The thing about watermelon is that if it's fresh, it's nice. But then when the watermelon's been sitting
a
there
bit
for
old,
a
yeah.
day, and then it tastes like it tastes like old watermelon, and somebody like sprayed beer through their mouth after they had like 20 cigarettes.
Bro,
Oh my god, this is gross.
wait, just check the sell-by date, because we don't want to send these guys
down the road.
bad vibes. Yeah, like because seriously, that is gross.
There is no sell by date.
How did this cost 38 rand?
Jesus, this is
Nasty.
please do not get this.
I'm so sorry, Kennel Breweries. You've got some good shit, I'm sure.
Oh my god.
But dang, that is not good. But I'm going to finish it because it was 38 rand.
I can't, dude. 0 out of 5
Okay.
on the Mike Cubic scale for me. 0 out of 5. It is the worst thing I've ever.
I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5
1. That sounds generous.
on the basis that it's got good packaging and it's clever.
Okay, let's take into
You got to
account.
look at the whole picture.
They got you to buy it because of the label, so that scores a point.
Boom. That's it. That's
Okay.
that's what gets you, dude.
Okay, then with that point, I'll give it a 1. But honestly, no.
Worst beer we've had.
No.
Worst beer we've had yet.
Hardcore no. I'm sorry, the Kennel.
Jeez.
Sorry. That's
Once
disgusting.
this podcast hopefully starts picking up and getting the views, we're gonna have some breweries coming after us, bro.
Well, let's hope so.
Because of our, and you know what? We keep it honest at Papa G's House Podcast, bro.
Oh, let's
We
hope
keep
so.
it 100% honest. We still haven't got our guest yet, right?
Nope.
So maybe what you can do quickly is into the WhatsApp, just say, hey, we live, and just say it's Art here,
Yeah.
and just say Brendon hasn't popped on yet, no problem, because we don't mind if this happens, right?
Nope.
Because this is the thing, and we don't hold it against anybody. We don't, things get lost in communication, in translation, etc., etc. So I have absolutely no problem with this scenario, because I mean, we can always just rock a solo episode and find out what music you're listening to. But in terms of listening to music, art is I listened to The Fear of Falling today, obviously, because obviously I'd like to do a little bit of research on the band. And dude, I mean, it was highly refreshing. I haven't listened to music like that in a long time. If you're a fan of the Breaking Benjamin, what other bands like Bad Wolves, bands like that, it's really a fantastic listen. It's been produced extremely well. It's members of Yumi and the Harmony, who's Brendon, the bass player. I also wanted to talk to him because I mean, I've seen him play live, I think twice, with Yumi and the Harmony, and they had it in the word. He does all the harmonies in the band, in that particular band, and they really pull through with the harmonies in this album, Breaking Point. And what also is super cool about it is that there's some pretty poignant lyrics and messaging in the lyrics, and it looked like there was a lot of work that went into it. So essentially, it was Lloyd, in lockdown, he decided to write some music. And because obviously lockdown, everybody's spending some time at home, and decided to do some extracurricular activities that don't means going out and chilling with your mates and stuff. He sat down and he wrote about 27
Way, Brendon!
Just waiting for the invite. What? Just I'll tell you what, Art is gonna send. Actually, Brendon, this is the best way to do it, is email papagshouse@gmail.com your WhatsApp or your Gmail address, because I did send the invite to the Gmail address, and then we can rock it, bro. And then that's awesome. That
there
email
we go. Address,
papagshouse@gmail.com, and then we'll just respond with the link. Sick. So yeah, basically we're gonna get Brendon to tell the story, so basically Lloyd wrote a bunch of these riffs, and they got together and they were a 3-piece, reached out to the drummer, and that drummer happened to be the drummer of Prime Circle. So yeah, I mean, this is seriously broken up. But then they got Jack Atlantic, the last piece of the puzzle, and he was in a band back in 2013 called Cherry Cab, and there was actually they made a couple of good hits there, and I'm not sure what the songs are and all that kind of stuff, but they were on like 5FM and all that kind of jazz. Oh, there we go. I can see it. It's all happening. He's coming in, baby. He's coming in. So I'm excited. But yeah, so I'm very excited to chat to Brendon of Fear of Falling. And like I was going on about the album, there's some stanky riffs, beautiful harmonies, just a really well produced EP or album. I can't remember. It's an EP and album. It's a healthy offering of their music, so I'm super stoked. And also, just while we're getting Brendon into the chat and all that kind of jazz, remember there's a chat, guys. You can chat. Like he got in, he was like, I'm supposed to be on the show. I'm chatting on the show. I didn't get the invite, but yeah, that's super hilarious. This is the first time it's happened, but we don't mind that these things happen. It's a live podcast after all. We made that decision ourselves, and we're having fun with it. Hey, dude, and how many shows have we done in a row since we've done every week?
I don't know, but you know about all this fuck up. You know what that means?
Oh, shit!
Oh shit! Drink!
Yeah.
Cheers.
That's definitely not that fucking watermelon shit.
Yeah, so basically what we like to do in this place is whenever we make a little bit of a mistake or something kind of goes wrong in terms of technology or something I say or something Art says, we have a little drink as a result. And if you're having some tea, some coffee, some water, whatever it is, I prefer an alcoholic beverage. So that's awesome. We encourage you to join us. But yeah, so we're just waiting for Brendon to pop on, and it's gonna be a fun one.
Check your email, buddy.
Check your email, buddy. But yeah, man, I love the spontaneity of the whole ordeal, I must say. But have you been listening to any new music? I know you said, Mike Patton and all that kind of stuff earlier. I mean, that just took me right back to set line 4. How rad was that conversation with Jared, dude?
It was rad. It was very cool. But as for new music, no, just the Cafe Del Mar CD I got from Cash Crusaders for R3.
Cafe Del Mar. I didn't know you were into that kind of like house music vibe, but
is.
yeah, but that's interesting, dude. That's interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we got Brendon in the house. Excited for a little chin wag. Hey, there we go, dude. What's up? Thank you so much for joining the show. How did we get that mix up, dude? That's hilarious. But you're here now. Yeah, you're here now. Thank you so much for joining the show, man. I'm super stoked to be chatting to you today.
Thank you for having me, dude.
Dude, first let me ask you. I mean, how things up north nowadays? I think you guys are struggling a bit with all the COVID cases hitting you guys.
Yeah, man, it's a bit scary. I'm scared to leave home now.
Yeah, true. I am as well. I mean, I don't want to say that I saw on social media earlier, like guys I know in Joburg, they're like being hit hard, and then they've kind of like passed it on to multiple people and shit. It's a crazy one, but I don't want to talk about that tonight. I want to talk about Fear of Falling. I have personally seen you live a couple of times with Yumi and the Harmony.
Yes.
And so it's a privilege to chat to you in not in person, but face to face.
Yeah, we chatted
essentially
last time this year. I mean, this time last year as well, I think.
Yes, yeah, but yes. What was it you on the show with me?
Yes, I think it was me and Kate, if I remember correctly.
Yes, yeah, man.
Yeah.
It could have been Chi Spirit. I'm on episode 89 now, so.
No, it's going well, man. It's going well. Well done.
Nice. So the Fear of Falling officially formed in 2021, but there's a bit of a backstory with Lloyd and how the whole thing came about. So why don't you just tell me, because I'm super stoked that in 2021 bands are actually getting together and making music, especially considering the circumstances. So hit me with the quick background on how you guys all came together.
Yeah, man. So Lloyd in lockdown was writing a few tunes. He used to be in a couple bands also. And then, so he just started writing some songs at home, and then he wanted to get them kind of mixed. I mean, he was just kind of recording them by himself really, and having like fake drums and such. And he wanted to get them like mixed and produced a bit better. So then he went onto Facebook, and then he saw I had an ad on Facebook saying that I offer some mixing services, because of COVID, I had to make a plan at home.
Sure.
So he sent me a message and saying, listen, dude, I need to get these songs mixed a bit and produced. So I was like, okay, cool. And he really liked that. And then a little later on, he wanted to get them properly mixed and to get them properly produced. And then he contacted Dale from Prime Circle.
Yes.
He's got his own studio now as well, Studio 7. And then he started recording there, and then he wanted to get Jack Atlantic on vocals, because he really liked Jack Atlantic's vocals.
Yeah.
And then he contacted me again and said, listen, man, I know you play bass, because he knows of Yumi and the Harmony as well. And he says, well, come pull into the studio and lay down some of the bass for these songs. So I was like, yeah, sure, man. I really enjoy the songs. And then I was there. Lloyd wasn't there. Jack Atlantic wasn't there. I was just there with Dale, busy recording the bass. And then the other two came in later that day, and it was going really well. And then Dale said to me, well, like, this is the band. This is it. This is cool.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
That's
how
awesome.
it is then.
Now, was that post the recordings or during the whole process?
It was basically during the recordings. Yeah. Right in the beginning of tracking the songs. So we were basically redoing the songs that Lloyd had originally done and sent through to me. So you can kind of think of what I did as like pre-production.
Yes, yeah. No, awesome.
And then we kind of just took that to Dale and made it proper.
Okay, and because also Dale was gonna do the same thing as you were doing, and it's kind of you both were sort of like kind of at the same time recruited into the band at this like during the respective process. You know, you did the sort of pre-production, come into the band, then he goes and does the production, so to speak, at his studio, and then he becomes a part of the band. You obviously all believe in the music as well, which is great, and which means you click.
It's awesome. It's awesome music, and what's great is that obviously we're not. I don't want to sound egotistical or anything.
No,
like
sure.
We're not amateurs in the industry. You know, we kind of have our experiences, and we all have somewhat success. I mean, Jack Atlantic's had how many number ones? Human Harmony's also been around the block, and obviously Dale from Prime Circle.
Mm-hmm.
So we all know what we're doing. So just this meeting of the minds and creating Fear Falling at the end of it has become really, really, really awesome.
No, I mean 100%. You know, the one thing is I also said to Art when he came to the studio today. I was listening to the album, and I just was saying it's so super refreshing to hear music like this again. You know, I mean, I remember when I first traveled to the States to do a little ski holiday and stuff. Like the one band that got me through that entire like trip was Seether, and that's one thing that you say bands we also like is Seether, Breaking Benjamin, Bad Wolves, and a number of others, which you can hear in the music, but like. Dude, what was that one song? It's a stanky riff. I think it's the End of Days. I was going to mention that before you popped on. So that when you start with a beautiful intro, then you get Sex as a Weapon, and then it kind of moves on, and then I think it's the second last track or the last track.
End of Days. Yeah, it's right at the end. It's like I also like it because it's a bit of a sneaky surprise.
It hits you with a little bit of a bang as you go out.
It hits you with a bit of surprise.
Yeah, it was amazing to hear, and the production, I must add, is great. You guys obviously did it in house between the four of you guys, so the production's top notch. Well done on that note as well. But great. Going on my point is it's so good to listen to music. And I mean, I listen to a lot of heavy music, right? So, I mean, you can't always make out what people are saying and all that kind of stuff. And it's refreshing to have those catchy melodic riffs and the catchy melodic vocals.
That's Jack Atlantic, man. That's his influence. Because the way the songs were kind of written is that Lloyd wrote the music for it mostly. Mm-hmm. And then when we started recording it, then Dale adds his flavor of the drums. And then I add my flavor of the bass. And then we kind of just said to Jack, like, listen, just go and make the lyrics, go and make the melody. And obviously his experience has brought to the songs like that. And he's very good at the catchy stuff. I was watching a little bit earlier about, you were saying about me doing
what did
harmonies
I say?
And such.
Yes, you were the king of the harmonies, dude.
Oh, but this is the funny thing. I didn't even do the harmonies.
Who did the harmonies?
Atlantic.
Oh, really? Okay, so okay, no, but I saw you do harmonies live, like.
Yes, I do them.
And
I will be doing them.
And pull them off. Like, it's not. Okay, I gotta watch my words here. Fuck. We're in South Africa. No, it's because it's not often you see a band pull off harmonies perfectly. You know, like really high quality.
I agree, and it takes a lot of practice, and I'm not one that's very easy to create them, and to come up with them instantly and easily. A lot of the time, I do need help, or I need to sit down on my bass or my guitar and figure them out, or have someone show them to me. But once I get them, then it's just practice, you know, and that's what we've come as experienced musicians as well. Is that you just got to practice it, man. Just do it and make sure it's solid every time, because that's ultimately what the music's about. I guess you can say 90% of it is the live performance. You know, when people watch you and they see it live, they have so much more respect for you. They don't think of you as some studio band. If they see you live and you can pull everything off, then that's so much more of a win.
No, 100%. I mean, I also, I've seen you play physically live in Cape Town, I think, and Joburg as well. That's one thing you guys were also very, very well known for down here, especially, is that you guys you mean the Harmony gave such epic live performances, bro. By the time you got off the stage, you were drenched.
Oh, always, man. Always. Every show.
And
I
that's
give
when
it
you know it's been a
100%.
good show. Yeah. So tell me, I want to ask you now, obviously 2021, Fear of Falling on May 28th was introduced to our lives. Okay, a little bit before that, because Fear of Falling, the single, was released.
Yes.
And so what are the plans? Like, obviously we've just gone into another freaking lockdown. So how does the future look in terms of, don't worry about live shows and stuff. You've got an EP or album out at the moment.
Yes.
There were 20 odd songs written, of
Yes.
which only 8 were produced. Or are you guys working on the remainder of those ideas?
Yes. So short-term goal at the moment. Like I said, we do have a bunch of songs in the bank, I guess you can say. We'll work on them. We'll even write some more. Hopefully in the next 2 or 3 months or so, we'll release another EP. And then hopefully towards the end of the year, full-length album. And then just carry on going from there. Eh? There's no stopping. We've got Dale and his amazing studio. We've got amongst the 4 of us, we've got amazing songwriters. So it's literally just carry on, keep going. There's nothing really stopping us.
Yeah, just keep.
For short-term goal, we're going to have an EP out in the next 2 or 3 months, and then maybe an album out at the end of the year.
Boom. That's a 3 album offering in 1 year. Dang.
Just like
that's really.
You got to keep the attention.
The rest of the band members are sitting, watching the show, going, "Oh shit, is that what we have to do for the rest of the year?" But I mean, listen. If it's making you happy and you're releasing good music, which it is,
sure.
like I said, it was super refreshing to hear this. The singing, the intros leading into lovely guitar clean driven verses.
That old school nostalgic feel.
I know, dude. It was so great. I mean, it just took me, like, I don't want to say it took me back, but every now and again before a show, I'll get a little bit nervous and I'll be like, because you want to be armed with information, to talk to who you want to talk to. And
For sure.
instead of feeling that stress when I first listened to the music, it kicked in the intro, then Sex is a Weapon, and then I think it went into a softer song. Obviously, I'm not the greatest with song titles, but the Fear of Falling falls somewhere in the middle, or Fear of Falling falls somewhere in the middle. But it just took me into such a zone, like relaxed. It relaxed me, and I was listening some very poignant lyrics in the music as well, and I just also couldn't get over how catchy some of and also the way Jack fits the lyrics and the words into the beats, essentially. Sex is a Weapon was one that got me. That chorus kind of like flows right throughout the rhythm section.
Yes,
it's amazing.
I get you.
You kind of get what I'm saying, right?
Yes, I get you. And that's one of Jack Atlantic's strong points as well, writing the songs. Sorry, I've got to stop saying Dale hates
No, don't worry about it. Nobody's judging you for your ums and
ahs. I bet you
ahs.
Dale's sitting there with a notebook just noting every time I say right now.
Well, then tell Dale he should be here with you.
Yeah. But what I was going to say is that Jack Atlantic, he's very good at... oh, my word, I'm doing it again.
Don't worry. Don't stress.
No,
I say
I'm
all the time.
He's very good at writing stuff that's relatable, not just melodically, lyrically as well. So if you think of Fear of Falling, Sex is a Weapon, Numb the Pain, a lot of it has got to do with what we went through with COVID, right?
Yeah.
And the anxiety and the stress and the problems that it can cause just mentally in your mental state. And I think that's why it's also so relatable, just lyrically wise. He was very good at that.
Dude, it's been killing me. My mental health is all over the place.
Same as the salt.
Yeah, dude, it's just like, but anyway, that's why I love what I'm doing, because if I didn't do what I'm doing, I may have missed the album,
That's
so,
true.
yeah. Any plans for a tour? Would love to see you guys in Europe, says Miss Meldo.
A tour will be welcomed wholeheartedly if we get the opportunity to do it, if we can get the funds to do it. I don't think anyone will say no to that. I think as soon as we can, we will.
No, 100%. I mean, it's so exciting. For me, it's so exciting that you guys just decided to say, listen, 2020 and 2021 has been a bitch. And we are going to make it our bitch and make a band. That's awesome.
Exactly. And it was weird at first because we were just like, okay, well, this is sort of Lloyd's passion project. This is something he wanted to do. And we all just hopped on board because we really enjoyed it. And it was more of a side project, I guess you could say. I mean, at least for me, obviously, you know as well, You, Me and the Harmony is my main. And then, so that would have been a side for me. And then Jack Atlantic's got his solo project that he's doing really, really well in. So I guess you can say that would be his main. And then obviously Dale's got Prime Circle, so that's his main. But then, like you said, it's just turned into something that's just blown up and it's just consumed our lives, actually.
That's
and
so rad.
It's awesome. So I think the sky's the limit for us. We're just going to carry on and see how it goes. And
yeah, amazing. I'm just
do it.
Just as you say that, but aren't Caleb and Kate moving overseas, or have they already? Wasn't
so at the moment, Kate is in the UK. She does plan to come back though, for a little bit. She was just there just for COVID. She's just going to make a little bit of money, come back over, and then You Mean the Harmony will carry on as usual.
Oh, rad. Okay.
Yeah,
Sweet.
man. Rad, yeah. But so that'll carry on. But again, Fear of Falling will also just carry on.
Yeah.
Man, we can play for 5 bands and we'll be good.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, you get the some guys who are like, oh no, he plays for so many bands, but it's so rad if you have, all those projects.
Awesome, man. And at the end of the day, it just makes you grow as a musician, and it gets you connections, and it's just, especially in a country that's so small in the music industry compared to the rest of the world. If you have those good relations, it's healthy,
Yeah.
Even if it's a bit competitive, it's a good competitive. It's a healthy competition.
Yeah. No, for sure. And it's once again going back to the genre as well. I mean, I think we could do with more bands that are of that genre. I mean, to put rock shows together, not like metal shows, essentially.
Yes, I agree.
You can also get the mixed genre shows that you can do. You throw a bit of punk and throw a bit of metal in there, and
yes, for sure. We can still be on it.
Yeah, it's super exciting, dude. Like, when I first listened to it, I said this would be super. You know what I actually thought of the intro? I was thinking to myself as it was playing, I was like, imagine this playing through the PA just before the band's about to start.
It gets me every time. Every time I hear it, I'm just thinking,
with those heavy beating drums,
if I'm hearing this in my ears while I'm just standing there and there's just like fog everywhere and it's just lights, it's just dimmed.
Dude, I literally just got freaking goosebumps thinking about it. No jokes.
That's every time I hear that, that's what I think. Every time we do a band practice, I'm just like, sure, I can't wait to be on a stage when that happens.
Yeah. And there's one thing that I think Art was very happy with when you said, when we were doing the thing and then fake drums. Art, I think I saw you wobble in your chair there a bit, bro.
Oh no.
He's a big fan of authentic drum recordings.
I agree.
Yeah.
And that's also in our stuff, eh? I mean, obviously Dale, he's got his whole studio set up there. He's got a freaking amazing drum kit there as well.
Yeah,
dude. Top-notch gear. I think that also adds to the quality of the production as well. It's just that Dale just made it sound super amazing.
And did he do all the mixing and mastering, everything, eh?
He did the mixing. The mastering we sent off somewhere else. But essentially it just added a bit of character and made it louder. But the core mix was all Dale.
It's super top-notch, dude.
Yeah, it's fantastic. He's doing great stuff at his studio.
And I also like the way that, some of the vocals like cut in and out of each other. There's a one song, it's that sometimes with these, when I'm trying to explain, I should just remember the song name. I should get like a
I'm also whiteboard. Like that. I remember songs. I don't remember the names.
Yeah, I mean,
we're still like that. Is it song 1, 5, or 6?
Yeah, exactly. I actually literally should just get myself a whiteboard and just put it here and be like, that song, that. But yes. There was one particular song where when he sings in almost like a falsetto in the chorus, when it's a higher register than as usual, and then it cuts out and then it bleeds in with the vocals that I'll find it and I'll message you.
Is it maybe I'm saying again.
No, don't worry about that.
Is it more of we've got that one sort of pop punkish
Yes.
punk rock, pop rock, I guess you can call it.
Just
That,
trying to see. I've got it here now. I don't know. Now it's confusing me. I'm not going to play it. But you know exactly what I'm talking about. But
I understand what
I
you
just
mean,
like the
yeah.
way that the vocals kind of bleed into each other in certain
Yes.
parts of the music. It's very tastefully done.
Yes.
Not overkill, not underdone. It's just
Yes.
right.
And I think it's still a little bit early to tell vocally as well.
Bro, that huskiness in his voice, eh? Love it.
Yes, as well. But
Yeah, I mean,
what I was gonna say though is that even Dale can do a little bit of singing, and then
Mhm.
obviously I can do some singing. So I think later on with some of the writing, we'll incorporate a little bit more singing even, and we'll try and get some 3-part harmonies going or overlapping vocals. I'm a big fan of stuff like that. So
I
we'll
could
see.
I could definitely see what's going to happen in the future. Maybe on the second album, not the second album, the third album later on in the year, featuring Ross.
Why not, man?
As a guest.
Why
No,
not?
I'm just kidding. Yeah, because it's just you guys. And obviously, it's a community.
Why
You guys,
not?
that's how you guys will meet each other and do that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm also a big fan of Prime Circle. I remember I took my pops the one year to Kirstenbosch, and we did the Kirstenbosch Gardens things. Those are the best shows, bro. Those are good fun. Those are good fun. Have you ever done one of those?
Dude, I'm actually in a Prime Circle music video.
What?
Wow,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, for
Nice
Doors. I'm the photographer guy at the end when like the space dude rocks up, and I'm like,
That's
I do a double take.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm in a video.
I'll look out for you.
So in terms of that kind of content, have you guys planned anything in that sort of sense, like
So
videos and shit?
our second single that was released on with the EP, Won't Let Go. I think that was the song that you were trying to figure out.
I think it is the one, dude.
Won't Let Go. Yeah, that's the more pop rockish sounding song. When was it? Last week we shot a music video for it.
Oh,
And-
sick.
Yeah, we shot a music video for it. So now we're just waiting for a final cut. We've looked at a few drafts of it. We play in this really cool aircraft hangar. There's a bunch of airplanes all around us. We set up like I guess you can say a stage of some sorts. There's some nice trussing and
Mhm.
lighting and whatnot. And there's just these really nice airplanes behind us in this big aircraft hangar. And we shot it over there. So hopefully we're going to
Awesome.
be releasing that soon because it just looks awesome. I can't wait until people can see it.
Man,
We had so much fun doing it, man.
doing all the things. It sounds to me that you guys have got your head in the game and you're ready to rock and roll
we
this
got
year.
it, man. Most of it's to Lloyd, eh? He's also just like on it.
Well, big shout out to Lloyd. Obviously, you can safely say that probably without Lloyd, this probably wouldn't have happened.
That's very true. That's
So
very, very
shout
true.
out Lloyd
Shout
Timke,
out to
huh?
Lloyd. That's it.
That's right. That's awesome, dude. I'm super stoked that
Thank
you
you
guys
so
are
much.
just breathing some life, some new fresh life into. It's also, I love it because you're inspiring other people. Because a lot of people wouldn't decide to start a band at this. Everybody's like, live music is, and then that's why I think also you guys being veteran songwriters and in bands and stuff, that it's not all about the live music. It's actually about the music.
That's true.
Put the music out when the time comes. You can play live, and
That's true.
and I think everybody can take a little bit of message from that to say, listen. 2020 and 2021 doesn't mean the world is over. We're not in Armageddon. It's going to come right eventually.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, for a lot of people it is Armageddon, but
Yeah.
and also no disrespect, and I don't, we are on the internet and all that kind of shit, and words can get minced from time to time, but I'm saying it's nice that you can inspire people to do, hey, they started a new band, it's 2021.
Yeah.
Why can't I do it?
Exactly. And I think if you think of it, you mean the Harmony kind of had this thought last year, because we released our album last year in the heart of the pandemic. I think it was in August we released our album.
Beautiful.
And at the beginning we thought this might be a silly idea because we won't be able to play shows or anything. And then we thought about it, and if you think of it, it's actually a great time to do it because more and more people are online these days because they have to stay at home. They can't go outside, so they're more on their phones.
Content.
They're bored, man. They want to hear stuff. They want to see stuff. It's actually more of an opportunity if you think of it.
100%. I couldn't agree with you more. And on that note, everybody, please go check out You and Me and the Harmony as well. I mean, wonderful band.
I appreciate that.
Also, really, one thing, I don't know if you saw our beer segment. I don't know if you saw our beer segment. He's disappeared.
Oh shit!
Unexpectedly. Okay, we'll get him back on. Okay, we know what that means. We know what that means.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, he's back. He's back.
I lost you for a little bit.
Nah, that's all good. Don't worry. I can see myself twice now. But before we go back to that, thanks to Brendon, sorry, my bad. You know what the thing is? When I was researching today, I'm meticulous about things. Is it Brendon with an A or is it Brendon with an O? And
It's an O.
Yes, I know it's an O.
Yes.
Because I looked, because I hate to get people's names wrong. That's my number one priority is do not spell this name wrong or get it wrong. And I've just said Brendon twice. But
That's okay, man.
It's time for us to drink, Art.
Shit. Okay, hang on. Fuck.
What is going on?
I have no idea. Oh wait, I turned off the stinger
there
group.
we go,
Oh shit, this is double.
There we go.
Oh shit! Drink!
That's about time, Art. What happened to you, Arthur Carlos Pereira?
No, because I had the intro stinger still active, and then when you go back to the scene, it's too complicated. Fuck it.
You're giving our trade secrets away here, bro. But what we were saying, I can't remember what we were saying. I don't know if you watched our beer segment earlier.
I did a little bit, and the whole time I was just thinking, I love craft beer.
And
Which I could have been a part of it.
You're not gonna like this. Okay, let's give it one more sip. Art, now that's a little bit warmer.
Fuck no, please.
Come on, just quickly. Let's go.
Okay.
Nope, it's even worse than it was before. It's terrible. It literally tastes like off olives. But anyway, don't abandon the studio. He's actually out of here. Well, I'll see you later. Anyway, he's off. He hasn't taken his camera off either, but it's all right. So basically what I'm saying is with the beer thing, I gave it 1 point because of the packaging, right? Because it looks all right. It looks
okay, yes.
The one thing with You, Me and the Harmony is that album cover, bro. And luckily the contents inside were as good as it looked outside. So that's what basically what I was saying.
I was hoping to find mouthwash or something. I didn't find anything.
Yeah.
Would it tasted better?
Yeah. All right. So let's get back on track here. We every now and again we will have a little bit of a slip up in terms of connection and stuff. So I'm glad we got you back. So just to wrap this up, dude, once again, thank you so much for joining the show. Sorry about the miscommunication that we had in the beginning. I don't know what happened because I just copy and pasted the email address I received. So maybe we need to talk to old Warren about this.
Maybe it's still in drafts.
Nah, very joking. Love you, Warren. You're such a legend.
Problem, man.
Maybe it's still in the drafts emails.
Yeah, maybe. No. I definitely did send it off. I'll check it out, and I've got your proper email now, and I'll find out what the problem was. But dude, new video coming out soon.
Yes.
Super excited. Listen, airplanes and rock music is what do you guys call yourself in terms of it's alternative rock, right? Or hard rock?
Yeah, like hard rock.
I love it. I'm gonna I must say, add it to the playlist, add it to the liked songs, check it out on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere where you can find Fear of Falling.
Everywhere, man.
Yeah, or everywhere where you stream your music. Check them out on YouTube. There is a video out for Fear of Falling. There is a new video out for coming out for Won't Let Go.
Yes, very soon.
Great song as well. Good choice for the video. Also, Sex is a Weapon. I could see a very good video coming out of that. I could see a very good.
Might have to be careful with it.
yeah, I could see a very good video coming out of that. PG-18, but dude, Also, the photography, can't forget the photography. I love the guys. You all sitting sipping Richelieu at the bar.
Oh yes, that was awesome. That was such a cool shoot.
Yeah, for sure.
We did it at Chicago, so it's got that nice rusty look that you like,
Yes, yeah, it's like that steam, almost like I don't want to say steampunk because obviously that's a whole genre in itself, but like dark. It's like a dive bar kind of vibe.
Dingy look.
Yes, yeah. Very, very cool. Geez, guys, you guys are doing it all right. I mean, obviously, you guys have been doing this for a long time. Every one of you has experience, so it's super cool. A lot of people can take a page out of your book, basically.
Yes,
very cool.
For sure. And it's always good to share that. We obviously just want everyone to grow as much as they can and to just share the music. I've always been like that. I don't mind sharing secrets. I don't mind helping people grow and.
I love that.
Everyone at the end of the day is just to make music and to share music and to listen to music.
And that's the one thing I learned about you specifically, Brendon, is that in order to pull off perfect harmonies, you need in-ear monitors.
Yes.
It's true. It's true. You need to hear yourself and your compatriots. But yeah, I mean that's another thing that I just was about to explore before lockdown hit. I was gonna purchase some in-ear monitors with some drivers and all that kind of stuff, but I never got around to doing it. I'm still with the old earplugs, and I don't use any ear protection when I play live. But that will change down the line. I'm doing some harmonies now in your system. I have, art.
Nice one.
Yeah, trying to do that. But yeah, dude. So when's your next practice? When you next seeing the guys?
We were supposed to practice this week, but one of us got a bit sick.
Oh no! You kidding?
So
is he doing okay? Whoever it is, doesn't matter. You don't have to mention his name.
Yeah. No, we're all good. We're all good. Luckily, we can all practice at home still. We're all just sort of making sure that we know our parts. When we get together, at the moment,
it's going to be tight.
Just so that it can be proper tight. We've got all our production stuff sorted. So as soon as we're together, everything is just hard work. We just nail it and get it down, and it's sounding super, super tight. And again, awesome. Dale being in the production area, everything just sounds freaking huge and awesome. So I can't wait to play a show.
Are you taking it to like the next level where you're gonna have like click tracks and stuff like that as well?
We've got that all sorted, man.
Wow.
We're running full click tracks. We got production elements. There's 4 of us. So there's 2 guitars, bass, and
one less oak to worry about.
Exactly. Yeah. But there's definitely more instruments that we're playing. But it all adds to everything sounding so huge and awesome. So I can't wait for it to be
huge,
showcased, man.
Huge it sounds indeed.
Huge.
Like if you want to listen to it, it does sound big, eh? Very like when the guitars and the bass and the drums like kick in certain like end of days, I think is the one of them.
Yes.
Is just it kicks in and you can feel like that you when you want to roll your shoulders kind of heavy, but like chunky. I love it.
Dude, I had to get another bass because I don't know if you remember, I'm a 4-string player and the lowest I play is a drop D tuning, and I tune constantly between songs depending on the song as well. We had to get a 5-string bass.
Yeah, because end of days definitely a drop B or drop A.
Dude, it goes all the way to drop A. I have to take that B string and take it all the way down to A as well. So it's nice and chunky. Yeah, man.
And it's
awesome.
Clapping all
like
over
rubber
the
strings at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Dude, it sounds so huge.
In your system, I play in drop A, and it is. I play with 13 to 72 strings.
Holy shit! Yeah,
it's not fun. It's not fun. Then I get home and I play my Fender, and it's 11 to 52, and I'm like, thank you. Yeah, but man, dude, I'm not gonna keep you any longer. This has been an amazing chat. I love the fact that
thank you so much. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and you set the record straight in the chat, saying, "Dude, I don't know if there's been any miscommunication. I just haven't received the invite." So I'm super. I apologize for that
Not
from
problem,
the bottom
man.
of my heart.
One of those things, one of those things. Doesn't
For
matter.
sure.
You can blame me. It's cool. I'm used to that shit. I'm a
It's
middle
all
child.
good, man.
And also,
Lost
shout
in,
out
lost
to
in
Art.
translation somewhere. It's all good.
Yeah. Special shout out to Art for rushing all the way home to get his DSLR camera for nothing. But, but dude, thank you so much for joining the show. I'm super excited to see what's coming next. I mean, you know what the thing is? It's like fighters. And people look at me as, because I'm a kind of a media source these days. I don't know. I'm a podcaster, whatever the fuck. But yeah, you know, it's like fighters. It's like when they've done with a fight and they've won the fight, all the media people ask them what's next. You're like, I'm just done with the bloody album. What do you expect from me? So I'm super excited to see what's next. I love what you've put out now. Looking forward to the Won't Let Go video. Please send my love to Lloyd, Dale, and the boys. Very, very. I'm missing someone there. Jack. There we go. Jack Atlantic. Shout out Jack Atlantic. You know, and also in the press release I read, Cherry Cab. We're gonna go after when you finish. We're gonna go check out that song from Cherry Cab from 2013 because I can't remember it, and it's killing me that I can't remember what it is. Or how it sounds, because I mean I think I will recognize it. But Brendon, thank you so much for joining the show. We'll see. I almost went Brandon again. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe it's because 3 episodes I had Brandon Pratt on twice.
Yep.
Also a great guy. I love that.
Yeah. Oh man, what a gem of and he's settling well in the US. But send my love to the guys. For the listeners, go check out Fear of Falling on all the platforms like I mentioned before. Brendon, we'll see you soon. And also send my love to Caleb and Kate and all of them and Yumi in the Harmony.
I will do. Thank you so much for having me, man. It's been awesome. Always fun.
Anytime. Such a pleasure. We'll see you soon, dude.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, man. Ciao. All right. That was fun. I love how that whole thing like came together. How you like got us in the chat and was like, oh, well, I haven't got the invite, guys. And you know, we make mistakes from time to time, but that was super cool. Super cool. Super excited to hear what comes. You know, dude, Art, how about that fighter comparison?
Yep.
It was like it's like we always want to know what's next. They've just finished an album and it was released on the 28th of May. So everybody go check it out because it is super cool to listen to. Nice heavy riffs, beautiful instrumentals, and great vocals, some awesome lyrics and all that kind of jazz. So go check out Fear of Falling. But Art,
Falling. Yeah.
I need to ask you,
Yo.
what's been raging you?
This is outrageous. God damn, I hate it.
It is time for Outrageous, one of our favorite segments of the show.
Okay, cool. Pick a number, dude.
Pick a number. 55.
Okay, 55.
It's my parents' date of birth.
Yes. The fall of the Terminator movies.
4.
The fall.
The fall. Okay.
Yes.
Because they fall after Terminator 2.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, there are no Terminator movies after Terminator 2. But, jeez, man.
That's what I just said.
Exactly. But, dude, I mean, like, they don't exist. But seriously,
It's milking a franchise.
it is.
That's all it is.
If
It's
there's-
milking a franchise.
If there's an example of how to continue something without knowing what's the purpose of it first, is that stuff. I mean, they just kind of like lost it. I mean, Terminator 3, that was when they introduced the female Terminator, which was it was
Haven't seen it.
arguably ahead of its time with like, you know, putting powerful females, but I mean, whatever, there was
I get
was
you.
Ripley-
Like this social justice vibe.
yeah, but like that was
Way to
that,
think about that, bro.
that
Jeez, we are
was
so
starting
fucking
off-
woke these days, eh?
I know it's but that was okay, but that they took it to making a joke out of it. You know, it was like they were having a bit of fun of it. I went to go watch. I was like, it was funny, but it's not really a Terminator movie. And they kind of just like totally retconned the ending of the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was Terminator Salvation, which was a great idea to have it like in the future with John Connor. And then they didn't really make that interesting enough, which is, I don't know how they could have stuffed it up, but they did. And then there was Terminator Genesis. That when I went to go watch that movie, I
Didn't
got
watch it
so pissed off, dude. They just totally stuffed up the whole thing. They just came up with these new things, which totally ruined all the rules of the movie. And now the most recent one, I haven't even bothered to go and watch.
Do you know what I like about it?
What?
The recent one.
What about the recent one?
Linda Hamilton's back.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that it's good.
Ah, fuck!
Just
I
because
mean, she was the best Sarah O'Connor.
Yes, but if you bring her in later down the line in all these movies, you're trying to pull back people to watch this crap. You know, it's like, but look, she's back. It can't
Do you
be
know who they
bad.
should bring back?
What?
If they haven't already, the T-1000. That guy, what was his name? When
It was Patrick,
someone, I remember him.
not Patrick Dempsey.
No, and he was actually in a bunch of CSI episodes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he was cool. And that was the rad thing about him, is that like he was emotionless. And funny enough, Terminator, like the T-800, which was Arnold Schwarzenegger, it was originally scripted for him to look like the T-1000 looked like. You know, like the slender guy that is not supposed to stand out. But then they got Schwarzenegger in and said, actually, no, this is a cool look, and it's just this big guy that kind of stands out like a sore
Listen to
thumb.
me.
Yeah.
We have to get out of here. They're trying to kill you.
Oh,
Stop it. They're trying to get to my hair.
okay. I have to. Okay, I have to find this.
Get to
video.
the chopper.
I have to find this video. I don't know how I'm gonna find it. Like Sarah Connor.
Come with me if you want to live. Come with me if you want
Shit,
to live.
what is it? It's, damn it. Terminator comedy.
I hope everybody can hear Art tapping on that keyboard. You know, there's some people in this world that hit keyboards, and there's some people in this world that murder keyboards. Art is a murderer.
I can't.
You can't find it.
this video, but I'll have to. If I find this video in the next like 10 minutes, I have to play it for you, because it's from his comedy show that totally rips off Terminator completely.
Oh,
it's
wow.
like the bunch of robots, and they go like, "Is the Terminator ready?" Yeah, it's like, "Let me hear." It's like, "Come with me if you want to live." It's like, that's funny.
Sort of an idea.
He sounds German, is Austrian or something. Is that the joke? No, that's the voice. Or he's just sending him out like that. Yeah. Like, how are we gonna get him?
Oh man,
That's
I
great.
just need to. You know what we should do a segment. We should pull up a video and mute it, and we should do a dialogue.
Oh shit!
So
that
you
would
the
be-
one person, I'm the other person,
That would be.
and we do like a what we should call. We should call it Papa G's House Theater.
There's a few things like that. There's like a monster science theater or some shit like that, where they just actually there's this movie that it's an Australian movie that they're showing this film at this cinema where there's a small town, and it's like a Hercules movie, but they only got the Italian version and they don't have the English version.
Hercules.
So then, like, the guys who put it on the movie, they go, "Shit, what are we gonna do?" So they do the dialogue from the back while the movie's playing and all the sound effects. It's hilarious.
Oh, that's too funny.
I have to find that.
But what was I gonna say?
Come on.
What have I watched recently? Oh, you know what? When I was saying the T-1000,
Yeah.
there's only certain people who can act that, and like you know who he immediately reminds me of in terms of character. No one else can replace that character.
What?
The guy in the Matrix that goes, Mr. Anderson.
Oh yes.
How epic was that dude?
Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, Mr. Anderson.
He's also Australian.
Oh really?
Yep, he's an Australian guy. He
Oh,
was in I believe he was in Mad Max.
Okay, I haven't seen any of the Mad
The
Maxes.
second one, I think. He was in he's quite a well-known Aussie actor, and he's very good.
I must say, for someone who was feeling very rough earlier,
Yeah.
from a good old day, I perked up quite a bit.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of a
Yes.
panic attack to try and
Definitely,
get something,
bro. We struggled to get this show going today. Not once we were live, just we struggled to get live, and we were on time. But yeah, dude, what are you looking for? Are you looking for some more shit? Because I want to say one more thing to you. I know you don't have social media, so it's really a pointless question.
Yes.
But have you discovered the newest social media like hype train?
Which is?
Hashbulla.
No, what is that?
Go to Instagram. Let's do
Okay.
it. We'll wrap this up.
I can't
Cool.
find it, so I'm giving up.
We'll wrap this up for Papa G's House odds and ends.
Hashbullah.
Hashbullah. Let's go.
I'm going to try
I'm
and find
sure-
it first. Oh, there.
So
It's Hash-
basically, let me give you a bit of a backstory before you pull it up on screen. Now, Khabib Nurmagomedov, is considered the greatest lightweight of all time in terms of mixed martial arts. That's not his.
that's Hashbullah.
Oh yeah, that's hashtag Hashbullah. It's Hashbullah 17. So basically, there's this dude making the rounds, and they're referring to him as Mini Khabib, and he's a Russian YouTuber kind of vibe. He's blown up on social media because he is now going to fight another YouTuber, but they both suffer from the same genetic condition. So just go down quickly on the screen, just to one of the videos. Just scroll down. Oh, there we go. Yes, there.
Wait,
On the in the middle. Down, yeah.
This one.
Yeah. So this was like one of the first videos that surfaced online of these guys.
Okay, the audio is going
Hopefully.
through. We might not hear it though, but there we go.
Just check if the site's unmuted first.
It
On the tab.
It is
Yeah.
odd unmuted.
It is unmuted.
Yeah.
Okay. This is hilarious. Those dudes are adults.
Не, подожди. Ты готов драться?
100%. Как говорит Хабиб, ты тап-тап машина.
Подожди.
Fucked up machine. Face to face. Dude, these two are 18 years old.
Oh, those two.
They're 18 years old. They suffer from a
Wow.
rare genetic condition that stunts the growth because it affects the pituitary gland in the brain.
Wow.
And those two dudes are gonna fight.
Wow.
And he's obviously got loaded from all of his. I think they discovered him first on TikTok or something like that. But this oak rolls with all the Dagestani UFC fighters and stuff, and he's made a huge name for himself.
Wow.
So everybody look out for Hashbullah versus Timaev. That's going to be fun.
Wow. That's nuts.
I know a bunch of ethics commissions and stuff are getting involved, saying it's like unethical and all that kind of stuff. But I think it's comedy. So, and the dude's funny. If you follow his Instagram, I don't mind him getting a couple more Instagram followers. But his Instagram is hilarious. Even though you don't understand a word he's saying, he's super funny and not in like a laugh at him way. It's almost like a laugh with him.
Jeez.
And also,
it's so hard to believe that that's an
18-year-old
person.
dude, yeah. And at the same token, creates awareness.
Jeez, man.
Same token creates awareness for the disease. So I applaud what he's doing, because this guy's got all the swag. He's got all the. There he is. Check it. He's with Khabib's belt. Check, the belt is bigger than he is.
Jeez.
It's hilarious. I mean, there's one where he's like boxing with like proper gloves, but the gloves go up to his shoulders.
Oh my goodness.
It's hilarious. But
That's
anyway,
fucking-
there we go. No. That's enough of Hashbullah, I suppose.
Yeah,
But yeah, go follow
Wow.
Hashbullah for a good time.
that's
but-
crazy, man.
Yeah, dude, it's been a great show.
Yeah, dude, I was hoping to find that Terminator bit. It was just hilarious. If I end up finding it in the week, that I don't know.
We've always got Papa G's house next week, baby.
Yeah, man.
So let's just rock it.
I'll
Find it and add it to the list, and we can check it out next week. We've got all the
Totes.
time in the world. We're showing no signs of slowing down. You see, it's no slowing of signs down. So we're showing no signs of slowing down. Thank you everybody for joining the show. It's been fun. It has really been a super fun episode. I just like the way it kind of happened. Very organic. Thanks to Brendon of Fear of Falling. Go check them out. On all the streaming platforms, YouTube, etc., etc. It's been great to have you guys here for the last hour. Back next week, same time, same place. But until then, this is Papa G's House, episode 89, with Brendon of Fear of Falling. Till then, we say peace.
I don't wanna go anywhere else. I wanna go to Papa G's house.
that's where we're going.